71% of the Earth's surface is covered by water, and with only 1% of this surface water considered drinkable, the remainder of our Earth's surface is covered by rock, sand, and soil. The care and nurturing of the Earth depends on the actions of the stewards of the planet. It is this knowledge that directs the mission of Youth Restoration Corps, promoting stewardship on a grassroots level by involving youth in habitat restoration projects that build self-esteem and ownership for tomorrow's leaders while learning about the environment we live in. Hello, I'm Elvira Wolf, Executive Director of Youth Restoration Corps. We are entering our 11th year of restoring fish and wildlife habitat. In Alaska requires cooperative support and energy. This is why we take great pride in dedicating this film to all those who have been helping us restore Resurrection Creek. Rich in culture and history, this anadromous stream has laid disconnected from its 103,000 acres of watershed for over a century. Through our partners' gracious support, Youth Restoration Corps is able to be part of one of the largest freshwater restoration projects in the nation, working cooperatively with Chugach National Forest and U.S. Forest Service Teams Enterprise Unit. We are collectively endeavoring to restore nearly 13 miles of spawning and rearing habitat for fish, wildlife, and waterfowl. For the next 20 minutes, we would like to express our appreciation by demonstrating to you what is happening on this world-class restoration effort. Through comments from the youth and a few of the many partners of the Resurrection Creek Restoration Project 2006.
I'm Joe Mead in the ADE. Joe Mead, Chugach National Forest Supervisor. And just a quick quote as to how things are going as you look around. We've got things going in an outstanding way. The project we have here at Resurrection Creek is an outstanding project of appeal and value because it's really talking about a couple important connections with today's youth to our outdoor landscapes is essential and increasingly important. You know, with all the issues as a nation, gaining and growing knowledge about sustainability and what it takes to sustain life on the earth is really a fundamental and core value that today's youth will have very important issues to manage in our tomorrow. And so projects like this really help our youth connect that relevancy and our of healthy and functioning ecosystems. You know, today increasingly our youth are growing up in urban environments, really separated away from naturally functioning ecosystems. And so projects like the Youth Restoration Corps bring our teens, bring our youth up and help them connect to the processes in a naturally functioning ecosystem and gain knowledge and relevancy to that. And whether they go back home to rural Alaska communities or in the lower 48 return back home to urban environments, that growing awareness and connection that each of us share that live on this earth.
Hi, I'm Hannah Yoder, and I started working with Youth Restoration Corps this summer because I just got a car and I needed to make money for gas, and I thought this would be a fun way to do it. I'm working to restore Resurrection Creek, and it's been a lot of hard work, but it's been fun, and it's taught me lots of new experiences I can use in my senior year of high school. What's neat about this job is we're all outside working together along the river, kind of like the miners did when they were looking for gold along Resurrection. Probably easier today because we're not all competing to find something, we're working together to fix something. So I hope that someday when people come back here after all this is done, they'll realize how much work went into this to make the river like it used to be and better for fish and wildlife. And maybe this will demonstrate to others how we can learn from our grandparents' experiences.
By having partnerships with youth like here today that are investing heart and soul in the stewardship of the Chugach, Those are the relationships that are long-lasting. Those are the partnerships that will last lifetimes and bring in dividends vastly more than the resources they may replace if they had been accomplished through appropriated and contractual resources.
Hi, I'm Caleb Gordon, and I'm working with Youth Restoration Corps this summer because I needed a summer job and I'd rather work outside than be inside somewhere. And working out here has been quite a bit of fun. I get to meet a lot of people. There's a lot of things I haven't done before. I haven't got to plant trees or any of this, and I know it helps. It's important because back here when the miners were, they cleared everything out, and basically it was just a channel running down the valley, and fish can't spawn there because it's moving too fast. So what this is it comes in and it makes a bunch of eddies and backwaters in here that the fish like to spawn, and we're hoping to bring the fish back in and bring more vegetation and just kind of restore it to its natural state. My great-grandpa was one of the first people to live in Homer back when those towns were getting started, and just back then they didn't really know as much about what was going to happen to the environment. Education is important because you're not going to make the same mistakes you did back then, and because, I mean, it just helps to know what's around you and what you're doing and why everything is the way it is.
Hello, I'm Patty St. John with Sam's Club in Anchorage, Alaska. Here at Sam's Club, an affiliate of Walmart Stores Incorporated, we are proud to support the restoration efforts of Resurrection Creek. As a company and partner, it makes good sense to support this type of effort, an effort that will bring long-term sustainability to the fishing industry of South Central Alaska.
I'm 12 years old and my name is Justin Wolf, and I am working in YRC. And we're planting trees, willows, and birch, and we dig holes and put fertilizer in. YRC is important to me because it's fun and you get to know a lot of teenagers.
What's good about knowing teenagers?
Because when you're gonna be one, it helps to know. The funnest part of the day is lunchtime.
Hi, my name is Dean Davidson. I'm a soil scientist with the Forest Service, and I'm the liaison between the Forest Service and the restoration work that the Youth Restoration Corps is doing here on Resurrection Creek. We try to have a 40 to 60% split as far as education and work in the YRC program. A lot of that educational process is dealing with different methods of, in this case, planting different types of plants and different methodologies there. A lot of the other education will deal with plant identification, monitoring techniques here, dealing with the ecology of the riparian and the aquatic ecosystems, soils, geology. We try to give all of the participants a fairly rounded exposure to the different processes and systems that are going on in the areas where they're working. We find that the youth probably react a little bit more positively to the education out here because the formal type education is all hands-on. It's no textbook, there's no tests or anything else like this. And we try to teach it so that they can use that information in the restoration work that they do. I find if we put it in short little bursts, especially if those bursts are dealing with the work that they're doing, they tend to respond a lot more positively. As you can see in the planting of willows and in birch and other things like this, that part of the educational component, they get lots and lots of practice at, so they're going to take that one with them for a long time. A lot of the fertilization and the techniques we're using today are fairly new. And we're experimenting all the time to see if we can improve these techniques and talking to scientists literally throughout the world to, in fact, improve upon our success and the educational methods that we use here.
Hi, my name is Julianne Petty. This is my second summer working for YRC. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm really glad to see some of the people that are back again this year. We've been working on Resurrection River, planting lots of trees and willows